Let's start the show.
No.
We've got a different intro today. This is some kind of remix, I'm told. I haven't heard it. Here we go. Okay. Epic. Guys. Oh. Welcome to Luke and Lewis.
Whoa! Okay.
That's cool.
I want to freestyle over this.
This is cool.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
You do the rhyme.
Everybody
Just fuck
know.
off.
We're the best.
Oh, wait.
Maybe it's not a freestyle thing. This is way too cool for the
Dude,
show.
this is so much better than our regular intro.
It's really good. Who made this? MIDI?
Yeah, MIDI.
He's the guy who did my jeans song.
Should we
He's so good.
commission him to do this properly without the intro stuff?
He is really good.
Sound off. Do you like this better? I never thought we'd actually get a rival song. Although
It's still the same song.
You know what? If we change it, it'll divide people.
It will divide people. What a lonely woo I was having.
Yeah, welcome.
I got all self-conscious. I thought, oh, you guys aren't as excited as me.
No, I'm pumped. We bloody jazzed up the studio.
Look at
Audio
that.
listeners, you're missing out this episode. This is a bloody treat for the eyes.
Yep,
The
you're
celebrations, it's almost a party.
Almost.
It almost seems like we went to Coles and
Yeah.
came up before this.
And a $2 shop that didn't have anything, so we left.
This is $30 of decorations.
$30.
I think we
That's
got
big.
ripped off.
Yeah, that is expensive, isn't it? Yeah, but it looks nice on camera.
The balloons were $3 each.
Man, honestly, I think that we may have been ripped off, but at least we can all take solace in the fact that some of these streamers will end up inside turtles.
Yes.
So at least, we're having some impact on the environment around us.
A
So,
silver lining, and I
Yeah.
mean in their gut.
yeah, we'll line their gut. Okay, I'm going to give you what you want. There is nothing you could possibly do that would annoy me.
Great.
Was that what you were asking
That's
for?
all I wanted.
And that's
Now-
a promise to all the listeners. Nothing he could do could annoy me, especially now that I know it's coming.
Good. Now let's move on.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad we checked that off. Luke, we had a...
What?
That makes me
Move on.
really angry.
What?
Where did you get that?
What?
Where did you get that?
For audio listeners, what?
He's wearing my necklace. Where did you get that? You can't get
this. This is just my necklace.
That sucks.
I was
That makes me so angry.
What do you mean? I trying a new thing, and I thought you'd be a supportive friend.
I'm really angry.
Why?
I take it all back. That annoys me a lot.
Why?
Because
I'm just trying to.
that's my
Oh
thing.
shit! You have the same necklace.
Of course I have the same necklace.
Oh. Dude, I had no idea.
That makes me very upset. That's bougie.
Whatever. The point is,
That makes me so upset. Give it to me.
I will not.
Give
It's
that
my
to me.
necklace.
No, give it to me. That's my necklace. Give it to me.
You know what will make you more upset?
What?
Bought it with a joint account.
Oh, that sucks. Why are you still wearing that?
Oh, sorry.
That annoys me a lot. You know that I don't like that. I don't like that you're wearing it. I thought that was a one episode thing.
No, I said I was trying a new thing and I haven't gauged whether or not I'm into it.
I've done a lot of gauging.
I got a lot
recently.
of positive feedback on it, so
Really?
that swayed me into maybe continuing to wear it.
I think it looks really good.
Thank you very
okay,
much.
that sucks. And don't encourage him. And you know what?
Keelan,
You know what?
What do you think?
I think it looks awesome.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
well that's
See?
it. Now I'm trying a new thing. So
Fuck
trying a
you.
new thing.
Fuck you, dude.
I've decided. I found a cool new brand. I think that I look really cool in it. It's this new, fun, surfy brand. It's a bit of an upgrade from Cotton On.
You know what? That is better than anything you own. You look cool in it. I think you should keep wearing it.
Well, no,
You look cool in it.
well, that upsets me. You know what? Okay. Episode 200, that's next episode. That's special. I don't want to spoil it, all right? But seeing as, I didn't get the reaction that I wanted, Luke, episode 201, I'm saying it here right now, I guarantee the listeners and you that I'm going to prank you so fucking hard
Okay.
that even though you have noticed and you know it's coming,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about it and you're going to get fucking pranked.
Okay.
I promise.
If you're just going to rock up wearing Vans, then I'll probably appreciate that too.
No, you have no idea what I'm going to do. And I'm telling all the listeners here and now, you are going to get so pranked on episode 201.
The Indian cricket story, right?
Yeah.
You were doing a TV show in
Yeah.
India for
Yes.
Apple TV at the time?
Yes.
Before COVID?
Yes.
That's
Because,
cool.
because, of course you were.
That's so funny. So yeah, I was working over there in a city called Bhopal.
Yeah.
Which is not like a big city. It's sort of a regional center. And on my first day there, I went for a walk, and I came across the Bhopal cricket stadium. And at the stadium that day, they were having the grand final for the Bhopal cricket season. So I bought a ticket. I go in, and very quickly I realized I was the only non-Indian person in the whole arena.
Yeah.
And very soon after I started watching the game, some locals came up to me and they said, "Mister, please come with us. Please come. And they took me up to the grandstand, the main grandstand, and they took me up the grandstand to the commentary box. And I went into the commentary box, and whilst commentating, the main commentator, into his microphone so everyone in the whole arena could hear, he said, "Excuse me, mister, what is your name? Where are you from?" And I said, "My name's Joseph. I'm from Melbourne in Australia." And so into the microphone so everyone could hear, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Joseph from the MCG, the Shenwan City." And I got a standing ovation.
How many people?
It was I don't know, a few thousand people in Bhopal.
Just giving you a standing ovation
And
They probably looked at him and was like, "It's Jesus."
for living near the Melbourne cricket ground.
You used to come to my house to record the show, Luke. You know the bakery near mine.
Yep.
They have a $10 minimum.
Yep.
huge.
The same bakery that had the incident of the lady coming in and screaming, asking for a tap.
Yes.
If people
Here a
cast
tap
their minds
around
back.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So $10 minimum, really annoying, right? Especially at a bakery where you never want $10 of anything. You want a loaf of bread and then maybe some pies. And those are separate transactions.
Do they do
you know?
coffee?
They do coffee, but it's not very good. So
Yeah.
no one's getting it. Like, even if you're going in for lunch,
But
if you
that's
buy
how they
yourself,
get you to get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just that. So I'm walking past in the morning, and there's this woman in there screaming at the woman behind the counter, going with one loaf of bread in one hand and a debit card in the other. And I catch what is the back end of this.
You already know
screaming
what's
match.
happening.
Yeah, I see it before I hear it, and I go, "This is great." I stop outside so I could just listen to this, and I hear this. "I want to pay for it. I want to give you money. All I want is bread. I don't need $10 worth of fucking bread. I just want a loaf." And the woman's like, "It's a $10 minimum. It's a $10 minimum." She goes, "No, it's not. That's bullshit. Plug in $3.30. I'll pay for it right now.
Yeah.
Take the card." And she goes, "It's a $10 minimum." She goes, "Oh, so you're not going to take my $3.30? And she goes, "No, it's a $10 minimum." She goes, "All right, I tried. I guess you don't want my money." And then she ran out of the store with the loaf of bread, ran down the street.
I saw the back end of
I
this
saw
on
the
your
back end.
Instagram
This is
story.
her running down the street with a loaf of bread, just sprinting. And I sat and watched her. She sprinted the whole length of the street like she was in the Olympics with her one loaf of bread and debit card.
And that's the other thing. There was the first Olympics where they haven't given them condoms because they're trying to not encourage
really?
them to have sex. Because it was originally encouraged them to have safe sex, and now they don't
Yeah.
want them to do it because of COVID reasons. It's like, dude,
Ah.
these are people.
They actually are giving out condoms, Olympic-themed condoms, but they've been given like a warning, like don't use these at the Olympics, just take them home for memorabilia.
That's very funny. They're trying to cover their ass. You know what? I like that. I reckon take away the condoms, give them good beds, and encourage sex.
Yes.
And then the Olympics, 18 years from then, is going to be ridiculous.
World records galore. We're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have like genetically modified super athletes competing.
Yes.
I reckon, yeah, I agree. Get them fucking... It's hilarious that they think they won't. Like, these are people
Yeah.
all around the world who have been locked inside their homes for a year. They're at the prime
Yeah.
of their life. They're the hottest they'll ever be, right? And
Yeah.
they're all young. Dude, you're telling me when an Australian swimmer who's single just walks through the corridor, "Oh, it's the Swiss Beach volleyball team. How you going, girls?" You really think that he's going to be like, sorry, girls, they didn't provide condoms and the beds are a bit hard. Sorry, ladies,
Yeah.
I would have loved to, but
You guys love the beach. I love the ocean. Maybe we should all have sex.
yes, there's no way that like the government's like, it's all right, we've got it under control. There's going to be no routes. There'll be heaps of routes. There'll be more
Yeah.
fucking at the Olympics than sport. And honestly, I'm
You
here
know what?
for
I
it.
reckon some of those beds are going to collapse because they'll be soggy.
Yeah. The cardboard is just going to
Yeah,
get
you know when you
saturated.
leave cardboard out in the rain and it gets all floppy? That's going to be every bed by the end of this. Luke, I also want to warn you, all right? I said last episode that very soon, episode 201, you would be pranked. I'm going to prank the fuck out of you in episode 201. And I'm telling you that. Yeah. That's how good the prank is, that you knowing about the prank affects it not at all. That's how good it is.
I'm glad you reminded me because your first, I did forget about this actually.
Right.
So look, I'm nervous, excited to see what you have up with, and mainly confused because I do not think this level of hype you'll be able to live up to.
I absolutely can. Keelan?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Is it that good?
It
What
is.
would you rank it out of 10?
Out of everything ever done on the show, it's the best thing that's going to happen.
It's the best, not even the best prank. The best
Because
thing
you
that's ever
turned my
happened on the
mic
show.
off for 5 minutes once, and that was funny.
That was a good
That
prank.
was a good one.
That was a good one. You
Yeah.
have a series of getting pranked.
Yeah.
But I want you to know.
I'm often the prankee.
Yeah, I want you to know
Not the
that
pranker.
all of the effort I've put into everything I've learned from hoaxing the media, causing headlines, everything. I've directed all of my energy and previous knowledge into this one prank.
Okay.
And you know what I'm going to say after you get pranked? Gotcha.
Shit.
In fact, I'm so confident in this prank that I made this.
Coming next episode, the biggest, best, most hilarious prank in the history of the Luke and Lewis show. Stay tuned for this incredible, mind-boggling, and impossibly crafty prank.
Yeah, you told me about it. It's pretty good.
Coming next episode to Luke and Lewis.
All right, he just told me to say that line, but then he did actually tell me, and it is actually really good.
I told you so. See the prank unfold next episode on Luke and Lewis.
The best prank.
Tune in.
Tune in.
So I believe I'm not happy about this because it says on the board, Reuben's demands.
Yep.
Now, the fact that you think you can come on our show, still our show,
Yep,
right?
yeah, of
and
course, of course.
list demands. What demands do you have?
Well, I mean, this isn't even really something for the show. It's just sort of something that had to be done. You know, obviously, this is an amicable split.
Yeah.
You know, me leaving.
Yeah.
And we're all friends after this. But you know, just to smooth this whole thing over.
Yeah.
And so you know, I don't have to make any calls.
Yeah.
I've drawn up an
already-
end of work contract agreement here.
Okay.
If there's just a few small things here,
Yeah.
again, shouldn't be an issue really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suspect, but if you just want to,
Great. Number
Yeah.
one.
All right.
You will not change your Adobe account password. If the password is changed, the new password must be communicated to Reuben within 24 hours.
I think that's fair enough. You know, you guys are leaving me high and dry. My income
You
has
are
been
a
slashed.
cheapskate.
You are the cheapest man alive. Next to man. 2,
part
Reuben
of
will
the
retain full ownership of his pair of Heelys.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
I think that's more reasonable than the other one.
yeah.
We paid a lot of money for those Heelys. Those were imported. Those are luxury goods.
Okay, who else do they fit though?
What size are you?
I guarantee they're too small for me, so they're
Children's.
definitely.
Look, I signed the first page. If you want to, this is your call. We'll just do this. We're a partnership limited, so we'll just go this 50-50.
I just don't want to get a call from Ben, so...
Yeah, he did call Ben. Yeah.
3, if Andy Lee ever returns to the show, you will explain to him why Reuben was wearing Heelys when they met.
We're very embarrassed.
What was the reason?
So
We
I was
just
worried
told you
because
to.
we just gotten the Heelys, or my pair had just arrived.
You were the only one with them.
So I was scooting around in Heelys. No one else had them.
Yeah.
I met Andy wearing Heelys.
I'm pretty sure you did the thing when he walked in. You Heeled over to him
I
and then
believe
shook his
that
hand.
happened. Yeah, yeah.
And he was a bit confused.
And I was, obviously I didn't have much, status in that relationship. Yeah. I was sort of hoping that one of you guys would come in and say,
explain.
Yeah, Reuben's got these Heelys. It's part of the show. It's this thing we're doing.
But Reuben, how funny is us not doing that?
Now forever, he just thinks you are a weirdo that rocks up to work and just scoots around.
Keelan, that's your responsibility. Done.
Great.
I don't agree to that.
No, I agree.
Doesn't matter. You're our employee.
You didn't make up your own contract then of what you agree to in these terms, because currently, hang on, I'll sign by Kill.
Yeah, great. You've signed it, mate. If you didn't agree, you should have signed it. All right.
5, NDA. If anyone ever asks you about the Gatorade incident of April 19th, you must pretend to not know what they are talking about.
What's that?
I don't remember this.
Perfect. Yeah. Move on.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Can we beep it just to remind us so we know not to tell people?
I really love this. You guys clearly have no idea what's going on, and that's exactly how I want you to play it.
Did you spill it all over yourself?
The Gatorade incident.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows, right? I didn't do that, and I mean, who knows? It's lost to history now. No one remembers.
Did you drink wee, Reuben?
No more
April
accusations.
19th. This was during the comedy festival. Was this at your show? This was during the comedy festival.
You pissed in a bottle.
No. And no more accusations, because you might guess it, all right? You clearly have forgotten, or you're pretending to forget, which is perfect.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Was I there? Were we both there? Just tell us that.
I was drinking a lot of Gatorades during the comedy festival.
All right, we get ready to beep this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we won't speak.
I'm happy to not talk about it.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Great, as long as we beep that. That'll be one of the biggest mysteries of all time on the show. What is the Gatorade incident?
All right.
Oh, you'd like to know, wouldn't you? All right. You know what?
This is the last one.
Hang on. Can we add it? Can we negotiate?
Yeah.
People sign up to Patreon. Can they find out what the incident is?
Yes. Okay, I'll allow that.
Great.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, true.
If I told you I've hit them up and asked for a few weeks sponsorship, how would you feel?
I would believe you, and
I didn't tell him to do
I'd
that.
be pretty amused, didn't you?
No, I didn't tell him to do that.
Yeah, we'll do it. I don't really want to.
What did you say?
Here's the thing: is we have a rule in our show where and if we break the rule, then it's like, well, can we trust these guys? The rules is like we have to really like the product and genuinely use it.
Yeah.
Which means one of us has to come in a tube and then practice washing it.
This brings us to what I was going to talk about next.
We just get that guy Reuben solo. He loved it.
There may be someone on the team that already owns a Fleshlight.
Owned is a possessive word.
You notice we all looked at you like, not one time. You didn't see me go, Devlin. Everyone went straight to Killen. Is this why you knew so much about it last episode?
It might be.
I'm not saying anything, but that is a possessive word. And
So,
I'm not admitting to anything.
I may have found out something yesterday when me and Keelan were working together, but Keelan said we're only allowed to talk about this on Patreon because his mum listens to this. Finishing
But
up
also, long distance relationships must be rough.
well, let's. Yeah.
This is one last ditch attempt of what a Fleshlight ad would, because we think maybe we contacted them.
We've contacted them.
No
we've pitched our
response.
show.
Maybe they need to hear a second pitch.
So I tweeted at them. Also, I emailed them, Instagram message, and tweeted at them. And now other people have started just tweeting at them.
That's great. Keep it up, guys.
So, yeah.
That's really good. Please sponsor Luke and Lewis. These dudes must come in a tube.
Yeah.
And Fleshlight, if you're watching, we know you're watching. If you were to sponsor our show.
This is how it would sound.
Yeah.
Are you a dude in the mood to come in a tube?
Guys, are you not putting your log in any sog? Well, maybe we could interest you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
That's great.
Are you still not convinced? Well, here's a testament from a satisfied customer named Keelan.
You have to listen to Patreon for that.
That's right, only a few dollars a month and you can hear Keelan's testimony. But for now, here's a free testimony from another very satisfied customer.
I am Reuben
I
Solar.
assumed
that
that
did happen. It's important to get this on the record that I used a fleshlight and
I have a small pee-pee.
Thanks, Reuben. Who needs real sex when you can have latex? What are you waiting for? Plastic, you spaz. Really good.
There you go. Good to get a testament from a satisfied customer.
Really good stuff. Thanks. Thanks, Reuben.
Yeah.
yeah, that's you heard it. It's important to get this on the record.
I have a small pee-pee.
Thank God we've got that on the record.
Thank God. And thank God that even when Reuben moves on from the show, we will always have this on the
It's
record.
important to get this on the record.
I have a small pee-pee.
Luke, I think, would you like to be pranked?
Doing it this early, we're just getting out of the way. The weird part about this is there's nothing I can do, and it feels silly that I'm sitting here waiting to be pranked.
Mate,
I already feel like a fool because I know it's coming.
Yes, and you will be fooled. And
Imagine if the chickens from Chicken Run just didn't fight.
They
just were
understood.
like, oh, sweet.
Yeah,
They understood that they're going to get beheaded, and then they were like, that's fine.
Yeah. They'd be like, well, that movie would suck. It'd be a really quick movie, wouldn't it? It'd go for like a few minutes.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is what the episode's going to be.
No, absolutely not. Well, Luke Hidgel, it's time to be pranked.
Luke Kitchell, your time has come. The biggest prank in the history of the Luke and Lewis show is almost here. But don't believe me. Listen to some of these prank experts.
Hey, I'm Frangie and Luke Kidgel. You're about to get pranked.
Hey, I'm Billy Darcy and Luke Kidgel. Dude, you're about to be pranked.
Hi, I'm Neil and Luke Kidgel. You're about to be pranked.
Hi there, I'm Phil Dog. And you are about to be pranked.
Feeling nervous?
How do you feel?
Hi, I'm Zuckles and Luke Kitchell. You're about to be pranked.
I'm Reuben Solar and Luke Kidgel.
I have a small pee-pee.
A little bit unnecessary, but anyway, Luke Kitchell, back to the prank. Brace yourself.
Small prank
to
on
be
Reuben.
Absolutely pranked in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You have
got him! Got him! Bro. Absolutely pranked.
Did you put something on the screen?
You've been so pranked.
Was that really the prank?
Yeah.
So the listeners were right.
What? No, you've been pranked.
Got him.
Did you put something on the screen?
No, I haven't put anything on the screen. You've been pranked.
Can you explain the prank?
It's self-evident. It's pretty obvious.
What am I looking for?
Mate,
Have you pranked me in post-production?
mate, you've been pranked.
This is so confusing. I was so excited for this.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lack of preparation that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been pranked.
What happened?
A prank happened.
I don't get it. Did you
Anyway.
put something on the screen?
No, I haven't put anything on the screen. I'm just saying that this is the biggest prank that's ever been pulled off on the show, and you've been got. Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Or is the joke like, I don't know why I've been got?
No.
That would be pretty good.
There is a great gottening that's happening right now, and you've been pranked.
That's happening?
That's happened.
It's
happened.
It was instant?
Yep.
How quick was it?
It was as soon as it hit you. As soon as that said you've been pranked, you've been pranked.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What do you think, Keelan?
I think it's fucking awesome. This
Yeah.
will be remembered for years.
Oh,
Yeah,
it will be.
right. I'll probably forget about this tomorrow.
I received a DM that really made me angry and then made me think, which made me even more angry. I got this DM. It was a screenshot of my own Instagram bio. And the guy, and my bio is young smartass destined for greatness, right? And the DM read, "Isn't it about time you removed young?"
Yeah.
And that made me really angry. But then I was like, well, at some point, young does have to be removed. I'm 27, not old. So I think I can still. When do I remove
You're
young?
young for a comedian, but in no other industry would you be considered young. Only maybe in some areas of entertainment. So yeah, get rid of young for sure.
Now.
You should say
I don't think I get rid of. I'm 27. I don't think I have to get rid of young.
middle-aged smartass.
I'm not middle-aged. I'm not going to
Destined
die
for
in my
greatness.
50s.
Well, you're almost 30. You know.
Maybe in my 30s.
Statistically, tall people die younger as well. So
You keep saying that every time we talk about my age.
It's
you
true.
remind me I'm going to die
you have
young.
a smaller, like a shorter,
It's like a year.
a shorter life expectancy. So you will hit middle age before I do. So maybe just call it early.
You tell me I'm
accept
going to
it.
die early way too often.
I'm not saying you're old.
I know, but I'm just saying we're just moving away from
That'll
the
be when
bio
you're
discussion.
40.
You tell me
Yeah.
I'm going to die early too much.
Someone's got to. Well,
So, Lewis, here's a question. What are you going to replace it with, or you just remove it?
That's what I was thinking.
what about just smartass destined for greatness until you decide when you're comfortable putting middle aged?
Well, yeah, because if I hit my 30s, young's got to go.
Young's got to go.
But there is no word for 30s.
What about just dude?
guy, male,
Cool dude.
awesome guy?
Cool smartass.
How about this? Really tall guy, destined to die young.
Accurate.
You like that?
You'll get no complaints in the DMs. That's not bad.
That makes me sound suicidal.
Yeah.
Reading that, if you're not a fan of this show, reading that, you go, oh, fuck, is he all right?
Yeah, okay.
But how about this? When I'm 28, I'm going to have braces, so I should keep young. People go, he's 15.
That's true. Yeah, no, you'll look like one of those weird old people with
We
braces.
look like my English
How
teacher
about-
who was like in her 30s and she had braces, and I thought, fuck, she looks weird.
Yeah.
Young smartass destined for braces.
That's pretty good.
That's okay. We'll compromise. I like that. We'll change it to that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And then I went to piss at the bar out. Dude, this guy, I watched a guy turn out a light with his dick.
What?
It was crazy.
Wait, a roof light?
You're like, well, not really. He kind of did it with his body, but his dick was out. So, like, I walked into a situation occurring that was already happening before I walked in. I want to make that very clear.
Right.
I did laugh, and look, if I might have encouraged it by my body language and laughter, sure, but I never once said you should do this.
How many dicks does it take to change a light bulb, Luke?
Yeah, one African American one.
Yeah, okay. That's 2 dicks.
Yeah, so 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I walked in a situation where a guy was about to get his dick out.
He was African American.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought you were in Diamond Creek.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind as well.
Yeah.
Right? There was only non-white person in the bar.
Yeah.
And we walk into the bar, right? He's about to get his dick out. I just go, oh, probably walked into something here, fellas. And I go, that's all right, carry on, because I'm not going to poo-poo a bad time.
Hang on, his dick is out.
Not pissing. Like he's out.
But is he facing
his
the
friends
urinal?
filming him.
Yeah.
Not facing the urinal, near the urinal, but not facing him. His friend's got the camera out. Now, I'm not one to poo-poo a bad time, because whatever is about to go down here, I think I want to watch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here now, so I'm like, well, I need to pee. I'll wait.
Yeah.
For whatever's about to occur, then I'll go in and pee.
Yeah.
So I kind of wait around the corner. I don't want to be rude, so I'm like, oh, I won't look. I wait around the corner for a bit. But it was pretty hard to ignore what happened next. I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, there's a security camera there. Right? And I was like, it's not a security camera, because it was faced directly at the urinal. It wasn't.
Very illegal.
Yeah,
if that was true.
I think it was just like a smoke alarm or something like that. A
Yeah.
smoke detector on the wall instead of on the roof.
Well, that's what they want you to think.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what are you doing then? He's like, well, I'm going to get my dick out and I'm going to run into it. Like, he explained the whole plan before he did it.
Dick first.
He's gonna his plan I think was to waggle his dick around to the security camera and then run into it and smash it. But it wasn't
that goes off.
It wasn't a security camera.
Great.
It was just a wall and there's a light above it.
Yeah.
He just goes, waggles his cock, runs into it, goes bang, dude. The lights of the whole bathroom just go out. Everyone freaks out. His cock's still out, and he just walks up to me. His dick's still, and he goes, "You didn't see shit," and then he just walks away. Stuff. We do need to touch on last week's prank quickly. Firstly, what a prank!
Yes.
Very well pranked.
Thank you.
I almost feel like at the end, I didn't feel like. I feel like I didn't get pranked. It was a good prank, though.
Yes.
I feel like it was just a win for the show because the views were insane.
Yeah, the comments are great. Thank you very much for all the nice things.
Yeah.
And also, very rare for our show, people recognizing the amount of effort that went into pulling it off. It was very difficult to do, and it was mostly Keelan. I came up with the idea,
well
but
done.
the execution, that's all Keelan, and he spent 2 days on that.
Dude, that was so funny. Here's me reacting to the prank. So I actually didn't know about the prank, what it was, until this morning when we came in.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch the episode.
Yeah.
We wanted to record me witnessing it. Here was me watching the prank for the first time.
Now it's time to reveal the prank.
That's good. Is this going for a whole episode?
The whole episode?
That's so funny. Did you just film you doing this the
whole time? We re-recorded the entire episode.
I would never wear shoes like that.
I forgot my blue jeans.
Yeah.
How's my lip syncing?
Perfect. This is really well done. That's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's like the best episode we've done. Well, there you have it.
How good was that?
I was amused.
A brilliant prank.
Yeah.
I actually think I got pranked more when you switched up my audio and made me say, what was it?
A little drive-by prank. So I told Reuben to say, Luke Kidgel, you're about to be pranked. But instead, he said, Luke Kidgel.
It's important to get this on the record.
I have a small pee-pee.
I thought I would sweep in a little drive-by prank on Reuben just before he leaves.
Very good. No, I appreciate it.
Whoa! Okay.
Gee, that's cool.
I want to freestyle over this.
This is cool.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
You do the rhyme.
Everybody
Just fuck
know.
off.
We're the best.
Oh, wait.
Maybe it's not a freestyle thing. This is way too cool for the show.